Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Turner Classic Movies, Ben Mankiewicz. Hello, Ben. How are you?
What's up, Jimmy?
You're looking a little James Deanish today. I like it.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, so he's a rebel with a cause. He's a with a cause. All right. So, okay, Christie went on David Letterman because he's up for re-election and he's trying to woo over all the people who hate Jay Leno. And so he went on David Letterman and he made some jokes about his own fatness. I don't know how you not do that since you don't fit in the chair. So let's watch. Here he goes. He goes on David Letterman. He makes a couple of fat jokes himself. And then he actually does some of his favorite jokes that Letterman has done about him. He does a couple of them. Here's the clip.
I've made jokes about you, not just one or two, not just ongoing here and there, intermittent, but...
I do have a couple that you did that I actually are some of my personal favorites. Celebrity birthday today, Christie turned 50. He blew out the candles on his cake, and he wished for another cake. $1 billion will be spent on potato chips for Super Bowl Sunday, and that's just at Governor Christie's house.
Wow, see, Governor Christie proved that he could be a good sport for almost 10 minutes. Right?
In a row. Yeah.
And that wasn't a bit when he took out that donut. He was really hungry.
Okay. That was good. I didn't see it coming. He had it hidden off to the side. That was good stuff.
So then David Letterman asked him about his health, right? Because it's all fun and games, but there's a real seriousness underlying all this, right? So he asked him about his health.
How is your cholesterol?
Actually, Dave, my cholesterol is normal, believe it or not.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And what about your blood sugar?
Blood sugar, also normal.
Also normal.
Yeah.
So
I'm like basically the healthiest fat guy you've ever seen in your life.
Keith Richards, healthiest drug addict I've ever seen. Basically, that's what he's. That's what I took away from it. I don't buy that stuff. That hey, yes, I'm obese, but I'm really super healthy. I'm really fit. Don't ask me to go up a flight of stairs. But so then this doctor, this ex-White House doctor, got a hold.
Oh, I didn't. Was she a White House doctor?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's her claim to fame. That's why they went to her. She's an ex-White House doctor, and she said this about Christie.
I'm a Republican, so I like Christie a lot. I want him to run. I just want him to lose weight. I'm a physician more than I'm a Democrat or Republican, and I worry about this man dying in office.
Yeah, so she's worried about him dying in office.
It sounds fairly reasonable, what she's saying.
Sounds reasonable, right? Yes, we're all worried about. We're all wondering when is it going to happen, right?
like a NASCAR race.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he's, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's really healthy, that Christie. He's a regular John Candy. We're all ready, right? That's what we're waiting for, the John Candy thing to happen. So then Christie hears about this doctor saying this. He goes out the next day to press conference.
I find it fascinating that a doctor in Arizona who's never met me, never examined me, never reviewed my medical history or records, knows nothing about my family history, could make a diagnosis from 2,400 miles away. She must be a genius.
Or maybe it was sunny out and she could actually see you from Arizona. I've heard there are doctors who could diagnose you from Alpha Centauri.
Bones McCoy can diagnose you from Rigel 7. Yeah.
Hey, so he's upset at her. She goes out, he has more to say about it.
She should probably be the Surgeon General of the United States, I suspect, because she must be a genius. I think this is just another hack who wants 5 minutes on TV.
Or maybe she should be the Surgeon General because she's not afraid to tackle our nation's obesity problem and speak truth to the obese. I don't know. Maybe that's another reason why.
It's what's coming up next for me where Christie goes off. Because I remember. I tend to agree with, by the way, that chair, get that chair on Letterman. Because he's sitting in that chair, he's supposed to sort of gliding on the other one.
Yeah.
That was tough to look at in the Letterman chair. But remember when Bill Frist diagnosed Terry Schiavo?
Oh, yes.
On the video?
That's right.
Yeah, and he was like, I see, she's following that ball.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Yes.
She's a doctor and she's fine.
That's right.
So I'm I'm a little with Christie with the diagnosis. Like she's, in general talking about obesity is fine, and then, but then Christie goes off the rails.
Okay, so here. And you know, he's giving her sarcastic, well, maybe she should be the Surgeon General. Maybe she should, you know? And maybe, I think speaking truth to a guy like him is qualifications to be Surgeon General, unlike what he's doing, going on television and pretending that the fattest guy in New Jersey is healthy. Okay, here we go. He's got more to say.
And it's completely irresponsible. Completely irresponsible. My children saw that last night. And she sat there on TV and said, I'm afraid he's going to die in office. I have 4 children between 9 and 19. You know, I have my children, my 12-year-old son comes to me last night and said, Dad, are you going to die? I mean, come on. This is irresponsible stuff. And people who have a medical license, who have the privilege of having a medical license, should, in my view, conduct themselves more responsibly than that.
Yes, that's right. It's irresponsible to point out where someone who's morbidly obese could suffer health problems. And I also was upset when people said that Charlie Sheen was doing some damage to himself also, because he also has kids. And my uncle is also a drunk and a drunk driver. He has kids. We can't talk about this shit. Nobody should talk about the problem.
Yeah, if you have a kid.
If you have kids.
Yeah, like your problems. We can talk all day.
Fair game.
No kids.
I don't have any kids.
Yeah, totally. And you are fucked up. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure you're going to make it through this show. You might die. Nobody cares. First of all, whenever people, like, because he's like joking around, then he gets into the story about his kids, and that's when I instantly don't care anymore. Because I don't believe him.
I don't believe him either. Do you believe that happened? His kid came to him?
12-year-old didn't watch CNN? That's inconceivable. Yeah. Daddy, are you going to... Well, yeah, no. Yeah. Not a chance.
Daddy, are you going to... Yeah, as if his kids can't tell that he's also the fattest guy in there. And if his kids can't tell that he's winded when he gets out of the car to watch them play soccer. As if... As if his kids don't notice these things. So his kids, he's got a little bit more to say.
If she wants to get on a plane and come here to New Jersey and ask me if she wants to examine me and review my medical history, I'll have a conversation with her about that. Until that time, she should shut up.
You know, I'm just saying, for a fat guy, he has pretty thin skin.
He does, yeah.
What does his doctor tell him? Doesn't his doctor tell him the same damn thing? Or does his doctor just say, you know, Chris, you're just big boned?
Yeah, totally. Dr. Nick Riviera says Chris Christie is just fine. I like the idea that he's like, if she wants to get on a plane to come to New Jersey and ask if she should examine me and see my records, then I'll talk to her. So he's even conceding, because if she does happen to do that, she's not seeing me and I'm not showing her my medical records. Right?
Yes, yeah. And you know, he's pretty upset, but the only thing that pisses Chris Christie off more than this doctor is being 5 minutes late to the buffet. I'll tell you that. So here, the doctor comes back at him. The doctor says this to him.
It's unfortunate that he took it in that manner. It was meant to be constructive. But when I see someone who looks like him, you don't have to be a White House doctor to be concerned about health issues. It is true that I did not examine him, but when you see it, you can't help it. It's an issue. He went on David Letterman and ate a donut and said, bring it on. So he brought it on.
Yes. And that's the woman who's... That's the woman, according to Chris Christie, is this is just another hack who wants 5 minutes on TV, unlike Chris Christie, who wants to be the fattest president since William Howard Taft.
BBT in my notes always in American history, Big Bill Taft.
Big Bill Taft.
Big Bill Taft, that's right, yeah.